Hello and welcome to Stay Hungry. I'm Fergus, and on today's episode I'm going to be giving you a few of my tips to help you optimize your content for YouTube. So, you might be new to YouTube, or potentially you've been uploading a few videos but maybe you've noticed that the quality is not quite where you want it, or maybe your videos aren't performing as well on the platform. And I'm just going to give you a few tips where you can either clean up the quality or maybe optimize yourself better so that more people click on your videos. This is geared towards people who are running businesses and trying to promote their businesses on YouTube, not necessarily just to have video series about talking to their friends or anything like that. So, number one. First off, when you shoot video for other platforms on social media, you might want to be filming in a portrait mode, because that performs better on a newsfeed. That is different for YouTube. The majority of people who watch videos on YouTube are going to watch it on a screen like a desktop, or on their TV or other devices, and yes, on their phone, but generally the consensus is you turn your phone sideways to watch YouTube videos. It's not always the case, but generally speaking that's what you want to be doing. So you want to turn your camera or your phone or whatever you're filming on into landscape, and then you really want to output that at the highest quality that's available to you. 1080p or 720p if that's not possible. Really good standards. The videos look nice and clean, crisp. Audio quality comes across better on these formats as well. It's just generally a nicer experience for your users. Quality is respected more on YouTube. People expect a certain level of quality these days for branded content and things like that. So shoot at 1080p if possible, and landscape. Number two, generally speaking, obviously you can have videos of various lengths on YouTube, but the ones that perform better are generally less than 10 minutes long. So you need to be concise. In fact, the shorter the better in a lot of cases. Make it punchy, make sure your points come out first. It's good to actually, if you're going to talk about like what we're doing today, make sure that everyone who starts watching the video knows what they're going to get by the end of it. So tell them what you're going to be talking about in the first 30 seconds, so they know what they're listening to. And if it's not for them, they'll leave, but at least they know they're in the right place if they are so. Number three, getting away from the video production for a moment, video titling, very critical. And in fact, we're going to talk about the thumbnails too in a moment, but essentially you want your title to work as hard for you as possible. Now, yes, you can just say it's episode blah of series X, but what you really should be doing is putting in the benefits of the video, much like you'd approach other parts of your marketing. Why does the user want to watch your video? So what's it going to tell them? So tell them in the title what they're going to learn. Find if there's a way to make your title a little bit more clickbaity, that will benefit you too. Just don't go crazy with it. Don't lie about what's in the video, but maybe ask a question or maybe present a problem, but don't necessarily say the answer to it in there, so they're like, oh, okay, I relate to that question or that problem. I'll click on the video to find the answer. Perfect. That's fantastic. You have to consider that if someone's scrolling down a search on YouTube, what's going to jump out to them, and it's going to be the one that is kind of different to the rest and thought-provoking, basically. Let's talk about the thumbnails as well while we're talking about that. You have pretty much unlimited options about what you can do with your thumbnail, but make sure it's something that stands out. If it's just a photo of somebody talking to a camera, there's a million of those on YouTube. What you want is something that has imagery that kind of brings the thought process of what you're talking about into the forefront. It's really descriptive imagery. You want to have text on there if you can, that also kind of bounces off the title and furthers that as well. If it's a series, you could have the series number in there too. And make sure it's eye-catching. There's loads of tools online that can let you do this. Build easy thumbnails. So just be a little less boring with it, and that will go a long way to helping your video be watched more by your audience. Right, now I'll go back to the video production a little bit before we end now as well. If you're looking for a few ways, I think we've said it a few times for other social videos, but it's the same for YouTube. If you want to step up that quality, make sure the best investment you can possibly get is lighting over a camera and everything like that. If you can light yourself, it makes you look a lot more professional, and it just makes the quality, obviously yes we said 1080p, but it will make it look really nice and crisp if you do it properly. And also, I mean, if you don't have the equipment, you don't have the skills required to make it look professional, talk to an agency, talk to your marketing partners about how you can make that how you can make that video production just that little bit better and make your brand look really professional. Because when we're talking about brand video, quality really says a lot about the rest of your business too, and how much you're going to invest in your marketing, how much you're going to invest in your video production, and it goes on. So those are our first few tips to get you started improving the quality of your video for YouTube. If you'd like to talk to us more about how you can get content that really works for you across YouTube, across the web, across social, hop over to our website, codebreak.co.uk, go to the Discovery Call page and you can book a chat with either Joel or Andy. We'd love to help you. See you next time.